Have you ever wondered why some companies and some leaders have all the luck? You know, the ones who miraculously attract the best clients, or who always seem to find the best talent in the marketplace, or the ones who are always in the media for their general exceptionality. If you're wondering why and what it is that these leaders have, today I'm going to share with you the 3 leadership secrets of high-performing companies. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below and the bell icon to be notified every time I drop a new video, which happens to be every Tuesday. My name is Sadaf Sheikh, and over the past 20 years, I've had an up-close and personal look at high-performing leaders, and I've looked at how they have grown and lead their high-performing companies. I've observed a few key behaviors and traits that really sets these leaders apart. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. The first leadership secret is having a set of shared goals and a shared purpose. So what does that actually mean in real life? Purpose is the reason for being in business. What is the overarching purpose that your organization fulfills? Why are you in business? Now, Simon Sinek talked about this in his famous TED Talk. I think it was back in 2009. I'm going to link to it in the description box below. He's also written several spin-off books after it. If you haven't watched that TED Talk, I really encourage you to go and watch it. After this video, of course. In my years of observing and working in high-performing companies and seeing what their leaders do differently, here's what I've found. These leaders do an incredible job of getting clear on the main purpose and goals of the company. And every single person in the company works towards that same goal. So it doesn't matter if they're the accountant, the receptionist, the head of sales, the cleaning crew, they're all working towards the same thing. Consider Starbucks. Their purpose is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, one neighborhood at a time. And if you've ever been inside a Starbucks, you can see this in every single thing that you encounter in one of their restaurants. From the menu selection, the coffee, to the baristas, to the layout of the place, it all works towards inspiring and nurturing the human spirit, one cup, one person, one neighborhood at a time. Now, this doesn't happen organically. This is a systematic effort by the leaders of the company to talk about this continuously, instill this purpose in everything that they do, in everything that the company does, in every project, in every initiative. This purpose gives way to shared goals that every employee is then aware of and working towards. Consider Southwest's purpose. Connect people to what's important in their lives through friendly, reliable, low-cost air travel. And if you've ever flown Southwest, you see this in every interaction, from their ground staff all the way to their flight staff and everything in between. They don't talk about luxury, so they don't provide it. They do talk about being friendly, and that's what you see. So here's 3 takeaways for you. Number 1, go watch the Simon Sinek video. The link is in the description below. Number 2, I want you to then figure out what your purpose is and go out and share it with your employees. Number 3, I want you to take a really close look at your business operations. Look at your processes. See where you can tweak them to embed your shared purpose into your processes. Underneath this video, I have a workbook that you can download and use to define your shared purpose and your goals. And it's called Set Your Top 3 Goals in 30 Minutes. You can download it from the description box below. The second leadership secret of a high-performing company is permitting creativity and innovation. Now, creativity may seem like a highly subjective term. I don't disagree. And heaven knows that we have beat the subject of innovation to death. But hear me out. I'm not here to define creativity and innovation. What I am here to tell you is how I've seen these 2 things play out in the high-performing companies that I have been involved with. One of the easiest and quickest ways to see creativity and innovation in your workplace is to have a collective mindset of continuous improvement. That's right, creativity and innovation don't have to be this fancy, elusive thing that you have to throw millions of dollars at or spend years and years trying to cultivate. Innovation and creativity can both be seen when you have a culture of continuous improvement. Now, I've coached many leaders over the years, and so many of them put so much pressure on themselves to solve problems for their people. For example, when an employee comes with an update, comes to you with an update and says that they're stuck on something, most leaders would immediately jump and give the employees the answer. The employee goes away, executes, and things are balanced again. Here's why solving problems for your employees and giving them the answers is the worst thing you can do for them. Number one, you're not allowing your employees to exercise their own creative brains to come up with solutions and brainstorm. You're training them instead to come to you whenever they're stuck to give them an answer. Number two, you're constantly being pulled back into the day-to-day of the running of the business, and you're not freeing up your time for truly strategic work or thinking about the big picture. This, of course, will lead you to spend more time on, can I have a minute type of meetings. Number three, you're not spending your one-on-one time with your employees on coaching them, but you're spending your time on advising them. There's actually a great book called The Advice Trap. It's by Michael Stanier. And it talks about this in great detail. I'll put the link to it in the description box below. And by the way, if you have an Amazon Kindle Unlimited membership, that's actually, it's free for you on that. And finally, number four, and this is probably the most important one, you're giving advice and solutions to your employees is actually limiting the growth of your company. And let me explain this for a second. That's because your answers that you're giving to your employees, they may not be the best answers. You are, by not soliciting feedback and not soliciting interesting ideas and not pushing your people to brainstorm and come up with different solutions, you're actually stifling your company. You may think that your ideas are the best ideas, but maybe they're not. Consider that for a second. So what do you do instead? When employees come to you with questions, put it back to them. Ask them what they think and tell them to come back to you with a well thought out solution. At that point, then you can guide them into making a decision in a logical way. And you can do that by tying the solution back to your shared goals and objectives that we had talked about earlier. See what I did there? Now, this helps them to get creative with problem solving. It helps them to find innovative solutions that perhaps you may not even have thought of. And it has them continuously thinking about an improvement mindset. It has them thinking about things with an eye to continuously improving the business. Comment below and tell me if that makes sense. And let me know how you're going to deal with your next "Can I have a minute?" conversation. The third leadership secret of a high-performing company is fostering a sense of collaboration and cooperation on the team. See, the most high-performing companies' leaders create a culture of cooperation amongst their teams. And because they have these shared goals and objectives, everyone is on the same page, and it becomes that much easier for teams to work towards solving problems together and coming up with innovative ways of doing business. Here are some tips for fostering collaboration and cooperation in your company. Number one, ask them to come up with solutions that involve others in the company. So instead of senior leadership working together and solving problems, put the onus on the employees to pull together and find solutions that they will then present to you and your senior leaders with solutions. And this leads me to number two. Position yourself as the last point of contact when coming up with a solution or the end result of a project. The team should be coming to you with a single recommendation and not necessarily involving you in the discussion or the brainstorming aspect of it. You would only get involved in those types of brainstorming initiatives when it was specific to a high-level or strategic initiative. And lastly, compensate employees for working together as a team. See, when you compensate people for their own performance and for their own goals only, there's a mentality of like me first. When you compensate people for team results, you'll see that people automatically start working together. Okay, question time. Comment below and tell me if you would like me to do a video expanding on this topic of cooperation and collaboration. I want to hear from you. If you're ready to take your organization to the next level by maximizing the potential and performance of your people, book some time to speak with me and we'll see what we can do. The link to my calendar is in the description box below. And of course, if you like this video, be sure to like it below this, subscribe to the channel, and please drop a comment in the comment section to let me know what other leadership topics and high performance culture topics you would like me to talk about in future videos. That's it for today. Be sure to come back every Tuesday where I post a new video on building your high performance culture. See you soon.